Welcome to Veterans Stadium for today's game between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Dwight Gooden will start for the Mets. He's made one start on the year and is 1-0 with an ERA of 1.29. His first start against Philadelphia. He'll be opposed by Shane Rawley. He's made one start on the year and is 1-0 with an ERA of 0. His first start against the Mets. It's 66 degrees, wind speed 6 miles an hour in from left center field. Hello everybody and welcome back here to Veterans Stadium. This is the final game of a 3-game series between the Mets and the Phillies. The series is tied at 1. This is the rubber game. Rick Aguilera was scheduled to start for this game. I decided to use Gooden because Aguilera was used a couple of days ago. So I'm going to use Gooden for this game and see how we'll do. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Mets. It'll be Dykstra leading off, followed by Tim Teufel. Keith Hernandez will bat third. Carter will bat fourth. Darryl Strawberry gets fifth. George Foster will bat sixth. Rain Knight at seventh. Rafael Santana will bat eighth. And, of course, Gooden will bat ninth. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Philadelphia Phillies. It'll be Von Hayes at first. Luis Aguayo at second base, getting the call over Juan Samuel. Steve Jeltz, the shortstop. Mike Schmidt, the ever-dangerous one, at third. We have Glenn Wilson in right. Milt Thompson in center. Gary Redus at left. Darren Daulton doing the catching. And on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies will be Shane Rawley. Shane Rawley in 1986, a 3.54 ERA. He had 11 wins, 7 losses. He had 73 strikeouts. An average pitcher, but can actually be pretty good. So we're definitely going to have to watch this one and see how this works. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for New York will be Lenny Dykstra. He's 3 for 12 for the replay so far. Dykstra hits one to center. Thompson's got it, 1 out. As I said, 66 degrees, clear skies, wind 6 miles an hour left from left center field here at Veterans Stadium. Here's Tim Teufel getting another start today. He's 1 for 6 for the replay. Teufel grounds one to Jeltz at short, and he guns him down at first. That's the second out. And now we'll see Keith Hernandez. Hernandez off to a pretty good start the first week. 6 for 13 with a double and a triple and two runs batted in. Hernandez hits one into the outfield. And that's going to be a base hit. So Hernandez continues to hit well. So a single for Hernandez, and the batter will be Carter. The kid is batting 3 for 12. He has a home run already. 3 runs batted in. I always like to play the rubber games. You want to win the series. If anything, win the series. If you win the series, you got a good chance of making it. If you win my philosophy is this: win the 2s out of 3s, split the 2s, and split the 4s. You do that, you're going to wind up with about 100 wins, and you're going to the playoffs. Gary Carter at bat. Here's the pitch from Rawley. Carter hits one deep to center, but Thompson has got it, and that's it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Bottom of the first, the starting lineup for the Phillies will have Gary Redus batting first, Milt Thompson batting second, Von Hayes batting third, Schmidt batting fourth, Wilson batting fifth, Darren Daulton will bat sixth, Luis Aguayo batting seventh, Jeltz batting eighth, and Shane Rawley is batting ninth. Defensively for the Mets, we have Hernandez at first, Teufel at second, Rafael Santana at short, Rain Knight is at third, George Foster is in left, Lenny Dykstra in center, the ever-popular Strawberry in right, the kids behind the plate, and on the mound will be Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden making a second start, 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA. He has 6 strikeouts on the year so far. Leading off for the Phillies will be Gary Redus. He's batting 5 for 18 for the replay so far. Gooden's pitch is grounded to Santana, and he's going to gun him down at first, 1 out. Now we'll see Thompson. Thompson 5 for 18 for the replay. Thompson grounds one to Santana and throws him out for the second out here. Veterans Stadium. That's actually a pretty good shot of Veterans Stadium. What a dump that was. Oh boy. Here's Von Hayes. Hayes definitely a threat. He bats .340 against right-handers. He's 3 for 10 for the replay. Hayes lifts one to center, and that's going to be a base hit. Hayes is going to go for 2, and he's got it. He's safe with a double. As I said, Von Hayes, a very dangerous hitter against the righties. Milwaukee and the Yankees scoreless in the 8th. Mike Schmidt, the batter, off to a little slow start, 2 for 14, and he has no home runs yet. He batting 263. He bats 263 against the righties. But Schmidt is very dangerous. Here's the pitch from Gooden. And Schmidt lifts one. That's going to go to the wall. That will score a run. Its hit was towards the gap. It's a double. Hayes will score. Schmidt has an RBI, and the Phillies jump out in front, 1-0. Here's Glenn Wilson. Wilson batting 5 for 16 for the replay. Here's the pitch. Wilson hits one right back to Gooden, who will toss him out at first. And that will end the inning. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. 1-0 Phillies. We go to the top of the second. Strawberry will lead off. He's 4 for 12 for the replay so far. We'll see if Strawberry can maybe get the run back. Here's the pitch. Strawberry lifts one down the line, and it is caught by Reedus. 1 out. It'll bring up George Foster. Foster 2 for 3. Here's the pitch to George. Foster hits one foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Foster pops this one up, and I think Jeltz is going to get it. 2 outs. And now Ray Knight. Ray Knight making his second start. He's 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. Knight grounds one to Jeltz, who should toss him out easily, and does. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. Bottom of the second, still 1-0 Phillies. Darren Dalton, the batter. Dalton 2 for 8 for the replay so far. He batted 225 in 86. Here's the pitch to Darren. Darren hits one foul. That's where that goes. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And Dalton pops this one up. Is Hernandez going to be able to have a play? Foul ball, no. Still 1 and 2. Struck him out. Gooden gets him down. First strikeout for the doctor. Here's Luis Aguayo. Aguayo 0 for 1 for the replay, only making his second at bat. He batted 211 in 1986. Here's the pitch to Aguayo. He pops one up to center. Dykstra's got it. He puts it away. That's the second out. And now we'll see Steve Jeltz. Jeltz 3 for 14 for the replay. Here's the pitch from Gooden. Jeltz gets this one to center. That's going to be caught. Nope, that's going to drop for a base hit. Dykstra has to pop it in there. It's a blooper. Dykstra fires it back in, and the Phillies get a 2-out single. And the batter is Raleigh, the pitcher. Raleigh batted 173 in 1986. He had 9 hits and 2 doubles, and an RBI. Here's the pitch from Gooden. And it's a wild pitch, but Jeltz holds up. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And Raleigh pops it up, but Dykstra's got it. 2 innings in the books, still 1-0 Phillies. Here's Rafael Santana leading off. Detroit and Cleveland tied at 1. We'll see if Santana can get on base. Here's the pitch from Raleigh. Santana hits one to Jeltz, who easily tosses him out at first, 1 down. The batter now will be Gooden. Here's the pitch to Dwight. Gooden grounds one to Jeltz. And does he get there? He is out. Pretty close. Pretty close, but he is called out. 2 down now for Dykstra. Dykstra 0 for 1. Dykstra lifts one to center. Thompson's got it. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. Bottom of the third. Gary Redus leads off for the Phillies. And here's the pitch from Gooden. He pops one up to George Foster. And it's over Foster's head and into the wall. That's over the wall, and that is a home run for Gary Redus. Just barely cleared it, looks like 333 feet, and it is now 2-0 Phillies. That's home run number 2 on the season for Redus. The batter now will be Thompson. And that's a walk. So Thompson will go to first, and he's a bit of a he can steal bases. And now the batter is Vaughn Hayes, and Hayes already got a base hit on Gooden. Here's the pitch. Thompson going, the throw, and nope, it's a hit and run, and it's going to go for a base hit. Thompson's going to wind up at third. Dykstra has to toss it back, and nobody out. Runners at first and third for the Phillies. The batter now is Schmidt, and he's already 1 for 1. Looks like the Phillies came to play today. Gooden already at 53 pitches, and we're still on the third. Gooden gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And he lifts one to left. Foster's got it. Thompson tags up, will score easily, and it is now 3-0 Phillies. 1 down. The batter now is Wilson. Wilson 0 for 1. Hayes still at first. There's a pitch out, and Vaughn Hayes is safe. He's in there easily. That's the first stolen base for Hayes. So even though I called the pitch out, he still got there on time anyway. Vaughn Hayes had 24 stolen bases for the Phillies that year. Montreal leads the Cardinals 1-0 in the first. Glenn Wilson still at bat, and right now Dwight Gooden looking to see if he can get out of this jam. But 1 away, and here's the pitch to Wilson. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Gooden, and the batter now will be Dalton. Vaughn Hayes on at second. Here's the pitch to Dalton. Dalton hits one to center, but does Dykstra drive? Out chance. He's going to try to dive for it, and he makes the catch. Dykstra dives and puts it away on a great play in the center field to end the threat, but the Phillies pick up 2 runs. It's Phillies 3, New York Mets 0. We go to the 4th. Tim Tuffle leads off for New York. Shane Raleigh pitching very well. Raleigh has yet to give up a run yet this season. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. Tuffle lifts one to left. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes on Tuffle. Squares away. Here's the pitch from Shane Raleigh. Tuffle lifts one to right. And that is going to be off the wall. So Tim Tuffle gets a big base hit for the Mets, and he'll go to second. That's Tuffle with a stand-up double. So now we'll see if the Mets can get something going on here. Keith Hernandez, the batter, he's batting .500 after 14 at-bats. Can Hernandez come through with a big hit? Here's the pitch to Keith. Hernandez lifts one to right. Wilson's got it. Tuffle will hold at second. 1 down now for Gary Carter. 3 for 13, 0 for 1 today. The pitch to Carter, and that's a walk. So that brings the tying run to the plate in Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry has yet to hit a home run, but against left-handers, he bats .292. He's 0 for 1 today. Tuffle at second, Carter at first. Raleigh gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. Strawberry lifts one down to right, and Wilson's going to make the catch. And we're not going to try to run, and now the batter is Foster. Foster is 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch to Foster. Foster hits one down into the outfield. That's going to score a run. 60% chance. What do we do here? Gary Carter, not really fast. 60% chance. I'm going to bring him home. Here's the attempt. Carter will safe, and Foster will go to third. Foster goes to third on a bases clearing triple. Or was he? Was he out? 2 runs should have came in, I thought. There was runners at first and second, and it's 3-2. Yep, 3-2. Okay, I think I forgot what the score was. 3-2 now. Gary Foster still at third. Here's Ray Knight. Yep, I forgot the score for a minute more. You have to forgive me, guys. It was a long day at work. Here's the pitch to Ray Knight. Try to get Foster in. And that's a strikeout. But the Mets do pick up 2 runs, and are back in this game. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-2 Phillies. Gooden having a little rough outing today. We'll see if he can settle down a bit. Luis Aguayo will lead it off for Philadelphia. And that's a fly ball to Foster. He's got it. 1 out. Here's Jeltz. Jeltz is 1 for 1. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Dwight Gooden today. And now we'll see Raleigh, the pitcher. Gooden settles in. Raleigh hits one to left. Foster's got it, and a quick inning for the Phillies. 4 innings complete, still 3-2. We go to the top of the 5th inning now. The Chicago White Sox lead Boston 4-2 in the 2nd inning in some American League action. Rafael Santana will bat for New York. That's the first runs given up by Shane Raleigh so far this year. Here's the pitch to Santana. Santana grounds a little dribbler to Aguayo. That's routine. And should have gotten him out. I'm pretty sure he did. Yep, 1 out. Here's Dwight Gooden. See if Gooden can get himself help his own cause here. Here's the pitch. Gooden hits one to Schmidt, and Schmidt tosses him out for the 2nd out. And now Dykstra. Dykstra 0 for 2. The pitch from Raleigh. Dykstra lifts one to center. Thompson should be there. Nope, it's off the wall, and Dykstra's going to have himself a double. Dykstra holds it 2nd for Tuffle. Tuffle 1 for 2. Texas leading Baltimore 4-0 in the 4th inning in the American League. Dykstra on at 2nd. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. See if he can get him in. Tuffle hits one to center, but Thompson does get that play, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the 5th, still 3-2 Phillies. Gary Reedus, the batter. He hit a home run his last time at bat, and he's batting 300 for the replay so far. Here's the pitch from Gooden to start the bottom of the 5th. Reedus hits one to center, pretty deep. Dykstra's got it. 1 out. Thompson will bat 0 for 1. Thompson hits one to Dykstra. 2 outs. Try to get Dwight Gooden's ERA down a little bit. Here's Von Hayes. Hayes is 2 for 2 today against Gooden. Hayes can hit the homer. He's got 19. Had 19 of them in 86. Dwight Gooden gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Hayes grounds one to Santana. Santana's got him at first. And Hayes is retired for the first time today. At the end of 5, still 3-2 Phillies. Keith Hernandez will lead off for the Mets in the 6th. Cleveland leading Detroit 8-4 in 6th inning in American League. Hernandez at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. 1 down now for Carter. Carter 0 for 1. The pitch from Raleigh. Carter lifts one to center. Thompson's got it on a great play. He laid out for it and made the catch. Second out now for Strawberry, who's 0 for 2. Raleigh pitching very well today. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. Strawberry grounds one to Jeltz. Should be easy. And he is out of there. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 6th. Mike Schmidt will bat for the Phillies. He's 1 for 1 with a double and 2 RBIs today. Here's the pitch to Schmidt from Dwight Gooden. Schmidt hits one in right to Ring Knight. Makes the catch. 1 out. Glenn Wilson will step in. Wilson is 0 for 2. Wilson lifts one to center. Dykstra's got it. 2 men down now for Darren Dalton. Dalton is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from Dr. K, and he gets the K. That's his 4th strikeout of the game, and it's a 1-2-3 inning on the Phillies. Still 3-2 Philadelphia. We go to the 7th. George Foster leads off for New York. Shane Raleigh still got plenty of gas in him, it looks like him. He's doing pretty well today. 1 for 2 is Foster. Here's the pitch. Foster lifts one. That's a grounder into the outfield. That's going to be a base hit. So a leadoff hit for the Mets. Ray Knight will come up. He's 0 for 2. Foster, 59% chance to steal. Darren Dalton has a 3 for an arm. You got Rafael Santana coming up to bat next. I think if you're the Mets, you got to try to make a play here. Gonna try a hit and run. There's the pitch to Knight, and it's into the outfield for a base hit, and Foster's gonna wind up at third. A big hit and run by Ray Knight, and now the Mets have runners at first and third, and nobody out. Tying run at third base. Here's Rafael Santana, which means probably this is probably the last. I don't think I'm going to have Gooden pitch in the 7th inning if I have to bring up a pinch hitter. Santana at bat, runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. Santana ground hits it right to Hayes. 1 out, can't even get the ball in there. And now the batter is Gooden, and we'll see a pinch hitter. And coming on to pitch for the Mets will be Danny Heap. Heap is 2 for 5 in the replay, but he comes in a big spot. Here's the pitch to Heap. Heap hits one. It's caught by Thompson, sending Foster home. He will score easily. And even though I actually made a mistake because I brought in Heat, because against the lefties is not that good, but he got it in there, and we are tied at 3. So pretty much Dwight Gooden is off the hook. But there's 2 outs here in the 7th. Knight on at third, Dykstra on at first. Can Dykstra come through with the big hit? Let's see. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. But the Mets get a run. We're tied at 3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. We go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for New York is going to be Jesse Orozco. Jesse Orozco versus right-handers is .238. I'd rather use McDowell for a save opportunity necessary. Jesse Orozco will come into bat. Will come into pitch. Aguayo at the bat. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. A big strikeout for Orozco. That's his first of the replay. Here's Steve Jeltz. He's a switch hitter. The pitch. Jeltz pops one up. Is Knight going to have the room? Nope, just out of reach. Here's the pitch to Jeltz. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Orozco. And now the batter is Shane Rawley. Will the Phillies let him bat? Yes, they will. And Rawley pops it up. And Hernandez drifting over. And he's got it. So Jesse Orozco comes in and pitches a 1-2-3 inning. I'm a little surprised Philadelphia didn't pull Rawley for a pinch hitter. But then again, you didn't have anybody on base, so maybe it makes sense. And Rawley still has some gas in him. We go to the 8th inning, tied at 3, just like Toronto and Kansas City in the American League, tied at 3 in the 6th. Tim Teufel leads off for the Mets. Here's the pitch from Rawley. Teufel grounds one to Jeltz, and he throws him out, 1 out. Keith Hernandez is up. He's 1 for 3. Rawley has had 103 pitches. Let's see if Hernandez can make a big hit. Here's the pitch. Hernandez grounds one up the middle for a base hit. The go-ahead run is on first base. Thompson tosses it back in. The batter will be Carter. Hernandez on it first. Carter not bad at the hit and run, but I don't think you use it here. I think you let him swing. Here's the pitch to Carter. And Dalton's going to go talk about it. And Carter lifts one. That's going to be a base hit. Davey Johnson says, no, you don't need to send Hernandez. You have runners at first and second now and 1 out. And now coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Kent Ticovey. Oh, boy, don't you just love the baseball names, everyone? If anyone is watching these whole games all the way, please mention I do. Please acknowledge that I did say, if anybody out there loves baseball names. And Kent Ticovey is definitely one of them. And Kent Ticovey had a very good year. 2.54, 11 wins, 5 losses, 4 saves. Not a bad season for Kent Ticovey in 86 for the Phillies. But now we got to have Darryl Strawberry, see if we can get to him. And Strawberry, that's 209. That's 292 against right-handers. Strawberry has yet to hit a home run. Runners at first and second. Carter at first, Hernandez at second. Strawberry at bat. Need a big hit here. Here's the pitch from Ticovey, the pitch to Strawberry. Strawberry laces one down the line. Hayes is going to make one play. Strawberry is going to be out. And the runners will advance. We'll move up. 2 outs now, and it's now up to George Foster. Foster 2 for 3. He's 2 for 3 today, so I let him bat. Runners at second and third. Let's see if we can get the big hit. Let's go, George. Here's the pitch from Ticovey. Foster hits one to Jeltz, and that should end the inning. And the Phillies get out of the jam. It goes a little bit by the boards, but we do make a threat. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 3. Gary Reedus will bat for Philadelphia. 2 left-handers scheduled to start, and the 2 left-handers scheduled to start the bat in this inning. I'm going to leave Orozco out there. Here's the pitch to Gary Reedus, and it's a walk. So the go-ahead run goes on to first, and now the batter is Thompson. Reedus on it first. Here's the pitch from Orozco to Thompson, and now we're going to see a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Rick Shue. And I'm going to counter with that. Against the right-handers, I'm going to counter with that with Aguilera. So he has, although, well, I'm going to counter with that with Ed Lynch. Might not be the smartest thing in the world to do, but Ed Lynch is going to come in. He only pitched 1.2 innings pitched for the Mets. in the replay. But Ed Lynch will pitch against pinch hitter Rick Shue. He's 1 for 5 for the replay with a double. Reedus on it first. Here's the pitch from Lynch to Carter. Shue grounds one up the middle. Santana only plays the first. Shue is going to be out. Reedus will move to second, but there's one out. And the batter is going to be Vaughn Hayes. And I'm going to intentionally walk him, put him on, and I'd rather pitch to Mike Schmidt. And coming in to pitch for the Mets is going to be Roger McDowell. Roger McDowell will make another appearance. He's already pitched 1.2 innings to try to get it to Schmidt. Runners at first and second, one out. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. And that is a wild pitch. Wild pitch. What a time for that to happen. Runners at second and third now and one out. And I'm going to intentionally walk Schmidt, put him on base, and pitch to Glenn Wilson, who's 0 for 3, and try for the double play. Mets 3, Phillies 3, bottom of the 8th. The Mets in a bit of a jam here with the pitching. Bases loaded, one out. McDowell will pitch to Wilson. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Huge strikeout from McDowell. 2 men away for Darren Daulton. Roger McDowell comes through with a huge strikeout. But still 2 outs. Can McDowell get out of the inning? Daulton at the bat. At the bat. Here's the winder for McDowell. Here's the pitch. And he walks in a run. So the Phillies take a 4-3 lead on a walk by McDowell. That run will be charged to Orozco. And now the batter is Luis Aguayo. Here's the pitch to Aguayo. That's hit to center. But Dykstra's got it, but the damage is done. So the Phillies will take up. So 1 run, no hits, no errors. It's the Phillies 4, the Mets 3. And Steve Bedrosian now comes in to pitch for the Phillies. He has 2 saves today, has yet to give up a run. But he usually gives up a hit per inning. Ray Knight, the batter. He bats .242 against the righties. And coming in to pinch hit for the Mets will be Wally Backman, who does a better job against right-handers. Wally Backman will come in to pinch hit. Here's the pitch to Backman. Backman laces one to center. Maddox has got it. 1 out. Here's Santana. The pitch. Struck him out. And the last chance is for McDowell. And pinch hitting for New York will be Howard Johnson, who's 2 for 8. Here's the pitch to Johnson. Here's a walk. Mets aren't done yet. Johnson on it first. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Johnson a 92% chance to steal. Dykstra at bat. We're going to try the hit and run. Here's the pitch. Dykstra laces one to third. Schmidt throws to first. He is out of there. The Philadelphia Phillies will win the series. So the Met bullpen lets me down here in this game, and Philadelphia takes the series over the Mets. Tough loss there. George Foster, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Gary Reeders had a big home run. Von Hayes, 2 for 3 with a double and a stolen base. Orozco's going to pick up the loss. He drops to 0-1. Kent Tekulve gets the win. He's 1-0. George Foster was definitely the bright spot for the Mets. And definitely the Phillies come away with a big win over this 86 club. And the Mets are at 500 after 4 games. Well, that's it here from Veterans Stadium. We'll see you next time. Final score here, Philadelphia 4, Mets 3. Catch you later, people.